Welcome to week 2. We are still on topic 1, overview of the touristic services, subtopic 1.2, current regulatory framework for tourist services. The legal framework of the tourism sector includes a series of laws and regulations that direct touristic activity, both to the dependencies of the federal public administration and to the service providers, as well as the way in which they interact with each other to plan and operate the programs, policies, and actions for the development of tourism in the national territory. But what does it mean? When we talk about dependencies of the federal public administration, we mean the offices that work for the people, especially those who are directly related to the touristic environment. And when we talk about service providers, we mean the companies that provide services for the tourists, such as hotels, travel agencies, airlines, tourist guides, restaurants, and so on. Here in this scheme, you can see how federal legal framework of tourism is organized. In first place, you can see that we have general tourism law, which is Ley General de Turismo, which is the most important one. In second place, we have the regulations of the General Tourism Law, which is the Reglamento de la Ley General de Turismo. And in third place, we have the National Tourism Strategy, which lasts 6 years, which are the ones of the actual government. And then we have the official Mexican tourist standards. We're going to see each one of them separately. The General Tourism Law, Ley General de Turismo, is the law that governs tourism activity. It establishes the power to, in first place, plan, promote, and encourage tourism action. It also promotes social tourism. What is social tourism? Social tourism is the interest of the federal government for everyone to exercise their right to travel and leisure, not just rich people, because travel and leisure is for everyone, rich, poor, everyone. It is in charge also of the protection of the historical and cultural heritage, as it was given to us from our ancestors. And finally, it establishes the forms of coordination of the federal government to work with the states and municipalities. On the next level, we have the regulation of the General Tourism Law, which is the Reglamento de la Ley General de Turismo. It regulates, in first place, the declaration of priority tourist development areas. What does it mean? It means that it determines which areas of the Mexican Republic are the most important to be developed in touristic matter. It also regulates the way tourist promotion should be. It also regulates the activity of tourism service providers on a daily basis, such as lodging establishments, food and beverages places, travel agencies, tourist guides, among others. The National Tourism Strategy for this government period is a work program that was designed by the current tourism minister, Miguel Torruco Márquez, and it's focused on 5 specific strategies. The first one is to consolidate the integration and regional development of the Mexican Southeast based on a high-impact infrastructure project, more specifically, the Tren Maya project. On second place, to regionalize destinations in 8 macro regions: Center, Center North and West, Northwest, Sea of Cortez, Gulf, North Center, Yucatan Peninsula, and Pacific South, as shown in the map. On third place, it's interested in increased spending to be the best, more than to be the first. On fourth place, it wants to reconcile economic growth with social growth, which means not only grow economically, but with a better way of living for the people. In fifth place, it's interested in diversified markets to position our destination and tourism products, which means to create new touristic products for new touristic demand. At last, we have the official Mexican tourist standards, which are the Normas Oficiales Mexicanas para el Turismo. These are 7 standards that are issued by the tourism agency, which is the Secretaría de Turismo. They regulate matters such as the safety and hygiene requirements that some service providers must meet, or the requirements that must be contained in the contracts. Let's see each one of them. On first place, we have the NOM 05 Tour 2003, which regulates the minimum safety requirements to which diving operators must subject. On second place, we have the NOM 06 Tour 2009, which is about the minimum requirements for information, hygiene, and safety to be met by providers of touristic camp services. On third place, we have the NOM 07 Tour 2002, which is about the regulatory elements of civil liability insurance to be contracted by providers of tourist accommodation services. Civil liability insurance is what in Spanish we call seguro de daños a terceros o seguro de responsabilidad civil. The NOM 08 Tour 2002 regulates the activities of the general tourist guides, and the NOM 09 Tour 2002 regulates the activities of the specialized tourist guides. The NOM 010 Tour 2001 is about the requirements that should be contained in the contracts, and the NOM 011 Tour 2001 is about the safety information and operation requirements that have to be fulfilled by the providers of the adventure tourism services that, as we know, are very risky activities. And finally, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, or at least that you have fully understood it. But if you have any doubt or question, remember that you can contact me by our Google Classroom. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.